activities today happening in Zimbabwe, and we'll try to actually briefly brief you about each of those activities. And one of the court cases that we are is of Sonia Matsiganda and her mother, that is Tabita Matsiganda. We have just arrived at the Harare Magistrate Court following criminal complaints by the former ex-husband, Wicknell Chivayo. Chivayo Tabita of fraud and cyber crimes, while alleging Sonia denied him access to his children. And Chivayo is a entrepreneur in Zimbabwe, so very close to Emerson Dambudzo Mnangagwa. A lot is actually happening. I'm tempted, especially on this case. Let me see if my gadgets can be switched on. Because there's something that I saw yesterday, especially from Rutendo Matinyarare, explaining this matter in quite in an interesting manner, and this is what I want to if someone does, and he has written something today that Sonia and her mother are in court today and are being charged with a number of crimes that include undermining the president. I don't understand how Sonia undermined the president unless they are claiming that by exposing Wicknell as the president's runner, that means she undermined the president's operations. So Rutendo Matinyarare explaining this quite better. I'll try to play all the videos that he did yesterday. Greetings and welcome to your lovely channel, the Hlonipani Global News. If you're watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch. Let me try to play Rutendo explaining this.
Picture on social media. This is Sonia, the ex-wife of Wicknell Chivayo, and that is her mother, who will be the ex-mother-in-law of Wicknell Chivayo. The two women have been arrested, and they've been arrested on trumped-up charges that do not make sense. First of all, they claim that Sonia has been denying Wicknell Chivayo access to his children, yet he's the one.
Okay, it's because of Netflix. So she is explaining the charge of Sonia that she has been denying
the children for the past 2 weeks when Sonia was in China and in Dubai. They then claim that she stole Wicknell's phone or one of his digital devices and took a picture of Wicknell and President Ramaphosa and shared it on social media. Now that
unfortunately
wouldn't make sense because Sonia and Wicknell Chivayo have not been in close proximity, so how could she have stolen these pictures unless they're saying that she stole them while they were still married 2 years ago? Then on the other hand is Sonia's mother. Wicknell Chivayo is claiming that she has broken cyber laws in the aspect that he called her and sent her the video and pictures with him and Ramaphosa, and then she took that information and took it to social media. So when you listen to those two charges, they don't make sense. It's impossible for Sonia to have gotten access to Wicknell's phone and his devices and to have stolen anything from them when she hasn't been with him for the past 2 years, unless they're suggesting that she stole these pictures 2 years ago. But then it cannot be that the mother of Sonia broke the law or cyber laws by taking images that Wicknell says he sent to her and that she decided to leak them on social media. So this is a clear case of abuse of power and the abuse of the system of law enforcement in Zimbabwe. The police are being corrupted to undertake vendettas and to fight little backers. Let me give you context according to the information that I've been given by stakeholders and sources close to this issue so that you can understand what is going on over here. Sonia and Wicknell have a company called WMC. WMC is registered in South Africa and a number of other jurisdictions in Africa, but it owns a lot of property in South Africa, which includes private jets, premises, houses, cars, machinery, and even tools. However, the problem comes in that a few months ago, when Sonia was trying to use the card of the company, she discovered that she could not transact. When she got in touch with the bank, FNB, they said that the account had been blocked because Wicknell is a PEP, politically exposed person, and he was also being investigated for a number of improprieties. And because of that, they wanted to de-risk and could not do business with anything that has anything to do with Wicknell Chivayo, so they were blocking and closing the account. They then advised Sonia that you can actually take your company and go and register with another bank, and if you successfully do that, we can transfer the money from FNB through to that bank. But it would preferably be a company that does not have Wicknell, so that they don't look like they are assisting in money laundering or criminality, if indeed that gets proved one day. So Sonia and Wicknell sat down, had a conversation to remove Wicknell from the company papers so that Sonia could register another bank account and then money could be transferred through that particular bank account. So according to the source, Wicknell and Sonia agreed that Wicknell will be removed from the company papers. They went to Pretoria to SIPS. They removed Wicknell from the company papers. Sonia then went and opened another account in the company name, and the money was transferred from FNB into this new account that did not have Wicknell. However, it is said that in a few weeks or a few months, Wicknell then went again to SIPS and decided to remove Sonia from the papers and to reinstitute himself with another shareholder. Now, once you begin to remove shareholders and directors without the agreement of both directors and the signatures of both directors and resolutions from both directors, that is fraud. So Sonia asked Wicknell why he did it and went to open a case of fraud in Pretoria. So it is when Sonia opened this fraud case in South Africa, Pretoria, that Wicknell called Sonia's mother, and he threatened her that he's a very powerful man, not only in Zimbabwe, but in South Africa as well. And that's when he sent the video that he's sitting with the president to try and show Sonia's mother that he's powerful enough to stop anything from happening to him in South Africa, even if it is criminal. And so like any other family, this issue of the threat was discussed. The videos were sent around together with the pictures that had been sent by Wicknell, and that is what led us to be here. The police arresting Sonia is an abuse of power, but the abuse of power is also illustrative of the corruption and the human rights abuses that are synonymous with this government and its people. That is why we're saying no to the extension of... Now, some of you might...
Okay, so that is the other part, and there is also another video that I want to play, why Sonia and her mother have been arrested. In there is part 1. Let me see if there is part 2. Okay, there is part 2 also. Let's listen.
I was listening to his argument that he's giving about Sonia and Wicknell, and as a man who is a single father, I understand the problems that we have seeing our children. It was quite persuasive, but there were a few loopholes. Let's listen to this.
To make a case on why I entirely support Wicknell Chivayo and the arrest of Sonia and Sonia's mother. To people who don't know the inners, they want you to see a guy who has snapped, a rich, powerful man who snapped is a useful story for Sonia and her legal team. Because the alternative story is a father who simply ran out of acceptable options, who gave you the hand and you wanted to take everything else. We have a system that is specifically engineered to make a father beg for 30 minutes of his own child. The real issue in Wicknell's story with Sonia has to do with, I know what Wicknell is doing. I understand exactly why he is doing what he is doing, because he has been pushed past every acceptable limit.
Now that is genius. AC Lumumba had won me over with an argument. He had touched my emotions and tweaked my emotions, because as a single father, I know how it is that women manipulate children, deny you access to your children in order to try and manipulate you. And I know many tetes had also fallen for the very same thing, but the problem comes when he suggests that Sonia and the mother have been arrested because of denying Wicknell access to his children. Two issues come up. First of all, when you read the statement that was put out by ZRP, they're suggesting that Sonia and the mother were arrested for fraud. When you also read what it is that Varakashi and the newspapers are saying, it seems like the suggestion is that Sonia and the mother have been arrested for fraud. So Wicknell has got to decide, is it fraud, or is it because he's denied children, or is it because they stole his phone, or is it because they leaked pictures of him and Ramaphosa? Right now, there's no clarity. And then AC Lumumba himself admits that Sonia was in China, and when she came back, Wicknell had these children. And he says he had these children because Sonia was not taking care of the children properly. So how then was he denying the children from Wicknell when Wicknell actually took the children? You know what I'm saying? This is one of the only areas.
So, I wonder, sometimes when you want to give people a proper story, if someone explains it better, I wanted to actually play, because I listened to Rutendo's presentation, it gave me a better understanding of the story. And summing it up, this is gross abuse of the policing system of Zimbabwe, because Wicknell Chivayo is fighting military issues or civil issues and trying to convert them into criminal issues. The background is so clear. Wicknell Chivayo had a company with the ex-wife, and this was a joint company in South Africa. But because of the reputation of Wicknell Chivayo and investigations that are still ongoing in South Africa, the wife, when she wanted to use the ex-wife, when she wanted to use the account was blocked. She was advised then to open to register another company and open another bank account in a separate bank, and they transfer the money to the other bank because he's still being the company that she was under is being investigated, and the wife apparently communicated this with Wicknell Chivayo, but being a flip-flopper, Wicknell Chivayo over some time he changed. Now we know the pictures, how the pictures that are currently circulating on media found its way on social media. It was Wicknell Chivayo had no right to also send the mother-in-law the video of a meeting sitting with Cyril Ramaphosa, demonstrating that he knows Ramaphosa before even Ramaphosa privately visited Zimbabwe. That video was sent to the mother of Sonia. Yesterday I think I started broadcasting about that, but putting the screenshot of that video because also myself I haven't laid my hand on the video, but I know Rutendo Matinyarare is having the video. I hope in due course he will also reveal this particular. It's a very, very sensitive video. I saw him the day he had we posted something on X and said, hey, I have something. He was actually telling Lini M, check your inbox. I have posted something to your inbox. I have something that could cause someone to be recalled. And who is that someone? Now with this story out, it's clear it was Ramaphosa, because if it's discovered that Ramaphosa knew Wicknell Chivayo long before he went to the precap farm of Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa, it's a matter that other opposition political parties already in South Africa, they are seized and busy with. Then he would be the president who have actually lied to his allies within the government of national unity in South Africa. So that's why Rutendo Matinyarare, in fact, he said it's impeachable. He could be impeached if that video plays out in the public gallery, and I'm sure they are delaying that process because doing that whilst you are still in Zimbabwe, I strongly believe Rutendo is still also in Zimbabwe because sometimes he posts videos whilst he's in Zimbabwe where he just puts a background. I don't know. These days there is AI, things could be manipulated. So he may be trying to protect imminent arrest because Mnangagwa will definitely come after him. As we have seen, those who are suspected to have given the videos to Rutendo and Lini M, they are being hunted down and their gadgets being taken away from them. The purpose is to try to delete the video from the sources and try to track down how many people have received that particular video. That is what is at play here. It's not a case of criminality that has been done. It's a case of actually trying to cover criminality, particularly on the part of Wicknell Chivayo, as well as also Emma. I wonder how then the mother of Sonia in this regard is charged of having undermined the authority of the president. So just like what Rutendo Matinyarara was saying, that unless if Mnangagwa agrees that Wicknell Chivayo is his runner for gold, if he agrees, this is a classic case and revelatory and exposing Emerson Tambutso Mnangagwa in some way, how he protects Wicknell Chivayo, how he allows Wicknell Chivayo to manipulate state institutions. This is a classic case study of manipulation of the state institution to fight family issues or to fight military issues or to demonstrate power to your in-laws. This is what is exactly happening. Nothing less than this. We will see how the court will actually behave on this particular matter. I strongly believe the lawyers of Sonia, as well as the mother, would definitely be applying for a bail, and because this is a case of punishment, they may be punished until Mnangagwa and Wicknell Chivayo decides it is enough. How do you do that to your mother of your children? I mean, you know, this shows the kind of and the caliber of people we are dealing with. Just imagine if they come after you as just an ordinary citizen with no traces of being close to them, the harm that they could possibly do. Thank you very much for watching us. If you are watching us for the very first time, please do remember to press the red or black subscribe button so that next time when we beam live, you become the very first one to watch us. You can financially support this channel by pressing the join button and be part of our members who are the heartbeat of this channel. You can equally do so by pressing the thanks button and send us stars. Is signing off. Let me love and leave you. Let's connect on the other side of the live.